Hi everyone, my name is Cesar Chavez and I am from Cesar Chavez Design and I am a local designer in the Bay Area. My journey basically started when I was 16 years old. I started drawing floor plans. They weren't really to scale, but it helped me understand the functionality of the space. And then along the way, I started, watching more of the home and garden shows on TV, and that taught me to understand material and what looks good with what, as far as material and flooring. And then from there, I just kind of adventured off to school, went to college after a few years after high school, and studied architecture. And then from there, I just went ahead and ventured out to studios, design firms, and learned the understanding of ordering furniture. And that's kind of where it took off from there. So as an interior designer, there was a lot of sacrifices that I made along the way, and a lot of hard work on this journey. So what I've done so far and what I've accomplished, I worked really hard to do all the footwork. I networked with a lot of realtors and investors, a lot of designers and architects, and also contractors. That's another way to gain business. Um, and then from there, I went off to design houses in the Sonoma, Mill Valley, and Santa Rosa area, and especially what's kind of near and dear to my heart is rebuilding, designing for the fire rebuilds in Santa Rosa. Um, so from there, I also went on a few TV shows in the newspaper articles here and there in Santa Rosa, and then also did some seminars for some home and garden expos along the Bay Area as well. Every project is different. If it's a small remodel like a kitchen or a bathroom, that's going to be, of course, like 3 weeks. But there are some projects that last a year to a year and a half, depending on the size. The day of a designer basically is never the same. You have different tasks every day. There's some days that you're just strictly dealing with clients and emails, and there are some days that you are wearing many hats and communicating with contractors, architects, builders, and trying to organize, the schedules and materials and orders. So every day is not the same. Well, I basically find inspiration everywhere and anywhere, to be honest. If I'm thinking of something, I carry a sketchbook with me and kind of draw and notate it in there for future reference for clients. There's sometimes where I'm driving and I see something and something inspires me and I still draw it in my notebook to have it down for my memory. So for me as a designer, I like to follow the rule of the 3 F's, which are floor plans, finishes, and fixtures. So floor plans meaning the space layout for your project. Finishes means the materials in the project that I am presenting to the client. Fixtures are basically the fixtures of the house. So light fixtures and your plumbing fixtures that kind of bring the vision together. I do have role models that influenced me as a designer. So my parents had a big impact on me growing up. So my mom, for example, she is very creative. So I got that creative side from her. And then my dad's more a DIYer, construction knowledge. So I got that from him, and that's where that created me. So I'm very knowledgeable in construction and then in design and architecture. So my style is basically contemporary with a twist of traditional. So for me, I love creating spaces with pattern and more of clean lines. It's not necessarily modern, but it's on that edge of that clean, simple modern twist. Want to become a designer. So there are many schools that just focus on interior design and architecture. I went to Academy of Art in San Francisco, which definitely helped me understand construction documents and floor plans and codes. But there are different schools depending on what's in your area, and there's different programs, certifications, and there's different avenues for design. For example, if you want to go into interior architecture or just strictly architecture, that's another option. And there's also kitchen, cabinetry designer, So there's different avenues, but I think whatever fits for you makes more sense. So if there's any questions that you guys want me to answer and help you guys, get more knowledge on interior design, please, subscribe or, comment, and then I'll be more than happy to, guide you. Thank you for watching. Until next time.